Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Cosmos Atom. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. I'm not going to be mentioning most of the stuff that I talked about in the last video. Also, I have two donation links down below in the description if you want to support Ukraine. Feel free to do so by going over to the official websites I linked, and you can donate through them, and the money does not go through me in any sort of capacity. So thank you all for supporting, and thank you all for watching the video. Let's get on with the technical analysis. So jumping into the daily chart, we still haven't retested any of the support levels that we talked about last week, and that is just how bullish Cosmos Atom is. Now, granted, I do think we're going to see a pullback. If Bitcoin starts dropping to $17,500, we may see a couple of these support levels retested. Primarily, I would be targeting $11.21.5 and $12.62. Now, if we start seeing a deeper pullback, you have all of these lows here. For example, the low that you printed in August of 2022 here on the 29th. So you have a low at $10.50. Next up, you have a low at $10.20. Another low here at $9.95. Another low here at $8.90. Then you have the golden ratio at $8.74. So just go on your chart and take a look at all of these lows. Drop a trend line below each of these lows, just like this, Alt and H. If you click Alt and H, that will drop in a trend line, a horizontal trend line for you. So just take a look at those levels and see where you're comfortable buying, and just set up those buy limit orders in advance. Now, I'm not buying Cosmos Atom at these prices. I already have a stack of the coins and I'm staking them on the Kepler wallet. But if you want to be buying in right now, that's good for you. Personally, I'm dollar cost averaging into other projects at the moment. But if we do see a move towards $10, I might get more Atom coins. So that's regarding the daily chart. Obviously, we are in this channel up pattern, the blue channel up pattern that you see over here, and I'm pretty confident that we're going to lose it here. But if we don't, target the high here. Target the resistance of the channel up pattern, because we've bounced off of that resistance so many times here throughout the past 3 months, and the support here was retested multiple times as well. So basically, what you are doing here in this channel is you buy off the support, you sell near the resistance. But I still wouldn't be buying here near this support, because I do think we're going to go to $12.62 at the very least. And that is, more than not a better price to enter at. But overall, I'm waiting for Cosmos Atom to get to $80 to $100 per coin. Because if I drop into my Fibonacci retracement, and plus the project is amazing, obviously. If I drop in the Fib retracement over here, you can see, well, actually, I do have a Fib retracement, but that's a slightly different one. We're going to remove that one for now. So you have the 1.618 level here at $161. That is also very doable, okay? That is doable. You have the 1.414 at $105. And you have the 1.272 at $78.50. All of these are going to be your targets as soon as you start breaking above the first fib level here, which is the swing high of the retracement at $44.50. Once you break through that, then you can start targeting those. And I do think those will be met during the next bull market, which I think is going to get into full bull market mode closer to 2024, because we are getting the halving back. Yeah, halving is going to be in May 2024. I think it might be a little bit earlier than that. I'm not sure. But that's around the price where we're expecting the bull market to be in, in basically going in full in bull market mode. Jumping into the daily chart here. So let's just zoom in a little bit more here and take a look at what's happening. So you can see that we haven't retested any of the support trend lines that I gave you. And we've been targeting these trend lines for a couple of months now, I should say. So the low here that we're targeting, or the lowest support, is the pink trend line, because you've retested that trend line multiple times, once in November last year, once in April, or actually twice in April as support, and once as resistance in April as well. But you did have this fake out below that trend line, and you created another support trend line, which is crossing the pink trend line over here. So this orange trend line. So I'm targeting the pink trend line for entries because almost every time you had a bounce from this trend line, you saw a move to the upside. So potentially, if you're looking for a short to mid-term entry, you could, or mid-term trade, I should say, you could enter off of this pink trend line. Obviously, there is always the potential that we drop all the way down here into the oversold below the index of 30. And as you know, once you're in that zone, that's the best time to be accumulating, just like we were here in June and April and May. And look at the move that we've had since then, a 3x, guys, a 3x in a bear market. That is crazy. So that's why you have to be buying in on the red days. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And also a resistance, a strong resistance zone here from 75.4 to 72.5 on the index. You can see that every time we reached that zone, we had a move to the downside afterwards. Obviously, there were fake outs above, but mainly we are bouncing from those areas. So that's regarding the daily chart here on TradingView. Let's switch over to the weekly chart on Binance. Moving over to Binance, I quickly want to switch over to the weekly chart here. We're targeting this falling wedge, or this symmetrical triangle, not a falling wedge, my apologies. And we're back in the pattern right now. Hopefully we can hold the support of the pattern here. We've done that once in June, once in December last year, and we haven't retested it this year. And look at this move, guys, from the oversold on the weekly that we tested here in June. So from 13th of June to 20th of June, we were oversold, and look at the move since then. So I'm hoping we can hold this trend line. If not, I would be targeting the red support trend line here on the weekly chart that we have broken above as well, and we haven't retested that. So the red trend line is important because we retested that once in July, or once in June of 2020, once in June of 2021. And since then, we broke below it here in April of this year, went oversold, and then got overextended to the upside. And hopefully we can hold the red trend line. I would honestly love a back test of this red trend line. That's where I would be buying my Cosmos Atom coins. So that's something that you should keep an eye on the weekly chart. The weekly MACD is getting overextended, but as of now, no indications towards a super strong bear trend, right? You are holding the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, which is very important. Hopefully the EMAs can come closer together and we can have an EMA squeeze and a bullish cross down the line. I do see Atom getting overextended in autumn. That's what I wanted to say. So November is usually a bullish month for crypto, and for the past 2 years, we have seen strong moves in November. But keep in mind that right now we are in a bear market, and I don't expect the move to be as bullish. But let's say we drop in a fib retracement here, and let's just extend it to the right side and see what sort of resistance levels we might have. So taking a look at some of the resistance levels. So we have a golden ratio, our golden ratio here at $20 precisely. And you have this sell zone, this rectangular red zone, which I had. And I took the lows that we printed in December of 2021 and the lows that we printed in August of 2021. And I drew out this buy zone, or the sell zone, getting my words mixed up here, from $22.25 all the way down to $19.51. And I just dropped in the fib, and it so happened that this zone is exactly in the golden ratio zone. So what I'm thinking is potentially in November, if we hold the 20 EMA here, or even if we retest the 382 here, let's say we even retest the 382 here, that's going to be your golden entry point because this level was a major resistance before, as you can see. So if you retest that and you start breaking through major resistance levels, and in November, we could get to $20 here. That would be an incredible opportunity for you guys, especially for those of you who have been buying at these levels. And to be honest with you, I've been buying through all of these levels here. And my average price, I think, is $13.50. I'm not sure, but Like I said, I'm not going to be swing trading Cosmos. I'm going to be holding it for the next 2 years, and I'm going to be taking profits at these levels here. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing. And meanwhile, I'm going to be getting a lot of free airdrops just for staking and for participating in the governance on the Kepler website. So yeah, you have your 2 major resistance levels, and that's just what I'm going to be targeting. If we still end up getting higher than that, great. You have another resistance level at the 786 here, $28.50, but I highly doubt we're going to do that in November. But you know, who knows? Things can get real crazy real quick here in the crypto markets. But that is pretty much it, guys. If I missed anything important on the video, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join my Patreon. That's a great way for you to be, especially if you like the channel and you want to support the channel. That's the best way to do it, because obviously I'm going to be getting financial support, but in return, you're going to be getting low cap gem calls, my trade alerts. So every time I buy anything or sell anything, you're going to get an alert on Patreon. You can request technical analysis, you can request videos, you can request pretty much anything you want. And we also have weekly podcasts over there for patrons only. And we also have market sentiment analysis and project reviews. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to check out my Patreon linked down below in the description. That is it. See you soon. Bye-bye.